Syracuse officials are calling this season the worst season in pothole history. Crews have already received over 175 calls from concerned residents, and many of these potholes, as you can see, are even big enough to stand in. Now, what makes this event just so special are the volunteers, some who have been here for more than 30 years, and others who are just starting the tradition. Webcams are a useful tool for staying in touch with friends and family, but they're also useful for hackers, where they can spy on you within your home. The snow is here and more is on its way. I'm Sarah Brechbill in the city of Binghamton. Coming up, I'll tell you what you're responsible for when it comes to snow removal. According to the most recent data, 18.6% of children are obese and nearly 25% of adults are obese. That's right, Sarah. Well, yes, pretty soon you're not going to be seeing anyone light up around campus, and that's because coming up this summer, Syracuse will be a completely smoke-free campus. Now, officials have been talking about this ban since 2004, but the reason it's coming up now is the growing health concerns with the risk of second and third-hand smoke. Also just promoting a more clean campus and, of course, listening to public concern. At any given moment, 100,000 people are texting and driving. If you can't seem to put the phone down, consider downloading an app to help. As many as 7,000 people will be walking through the doors of Norwich High School, where service members will be transforming classrooms into dental and doctor offices. For a while, it was a struggle for Syracuse woman Shawn Cheshire to even get out of bed in the morning. But in the face of tragedy, Shawn found sports to be her saving grace. And she just happened to be really good. As she gears up for her 30-mile bike ride, Shawn Cheshire of Syracuse is ecstatic. It's not that biking is anything new for her. She trains every day. She's smiling because she finally gets to breathe some fresh air.
You know, I spend anywhere from 2 to 3 hours on my trainer inside every day.
If Shawn had it her way, she would be outside every day. But there's one thing stopping her.
My current state of vision is none. Zero. I don't even have the ability to detect light.
Down, 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 and a bump.
All it took was one bad blow to the head. In a work-related accident as a paramedic back in 2012, she was caring for a patient. And in the blink of an eye, after 37 years, Shawn was completely blind.
It's sometimes a struggle every day. You know, it's the waking up in the morning and being like, oh my God, I just don't want to live like this.
Coping with the changes of being blind wasn't easy, but what did help was turning to sports.
When I decided to become a cyclist, I said, if I'm going to race tandems, then I'm going to go all the way. And that's what I did.
Today, Shawn and her pilot Mackenzie are the current U.S. national tandem paracyclist.
It's because I'm a fighter that I was able to turn this into something of what it is now.
Her resilience has been noticed worldwide, leading to opportunities Shawn could have never imagined just 3 years ago, like competing in London with her friend Davina, and this time on the track.
We decided to run tethered, and it's cool because I can pull her a little bit. If I have to go to the right, I'll pull her and she'll feel the tug.
But now it's back to cycling for Shawn, and she has one goal that she's not letting go.
It's just very important that we do as best as we can do to make that Rio team this year.
The 2016 Paralympic Games in Rio will bring out the best of the best.
Even though we can sit here and say, you know, these tandems are strong, these tandems are strong, it's really just about going out and being smart, efficient, and just putting your heart and soul into it.
And as always, Shawn's up for the challenge. And the road to Rio for Shawn is becoming more and more real. In a few weeks, she will travel to North Carolina for the time trials to make the U.S. Paralympic team. It's not smoke coming out of Don Stevens' mouth. He quit 17 years ago.
I know the way my body felt. You know what I mean? I felt like crap. When I started vaping, I've never felt better.
Stevens is the owner of Premium E-Cigs and Vapor Shop, offering a tobacco-free alternative to smoking, but still includes the nicotine that smokers crave. But Chris Owens, director of Tobacco Cessation Center at St. Joseph's Hospital, doesn't see it as a safe alternative.
Is it better to smoke an electronic cigarette than a traditional cigarette? Probably. But is it completely getting rid of the risk associated with the other chemicals? I don't think so.
It's impossible to know exactly what is in e-cigarettes. The product isn't regulated by the FDA.
Now, the way an e-cigarette works is pretty simple. This is the battery, which lights up the liquid for vaping, and to charge it, it's just like a cell phone charger.
Onondaga County's smoking rate was 16% in 2013, compared to the 13% national average. That keeps Stevens in business.
Well, as far as the market goes, right, is there a market for cigarettes? Then there's going to be a market for e-cigs.
But with no current regulation, the future of electronic cigarettes isn't entirely clear.
Say regulations come down the road and the electronic cigarettes are no longer legal. People are going to need to go to their traditional product more and more, and it's going to probably drive the future dependence of the tobacco product.
But in the meantime, Stevens looks at the bigger picture.
Cigarettes, without a doubt, will kill you. Like, is there any debating that? At the very least, you don't know that about electronic cigarettes.